Hi guys, this is Karen, and in this video, I want to discuss how to get your hair to a point where you can wear it in a wash and go. Now, wash and goes are relative because it's a matter of understanding your own hair and what your own hair does and how you can diversify it. These curls, my hair actually feels really good if I wanted to pin it up or do like a quick day one style. I could, or I can re-shampoo it. Now here's a video of when I just took that same style and pinned it up, and as you see, when I take it down, now this is my hair when it gets old, when it's not quite fresh. This is day 3, day 4 for me. I don't necessarily like it like this, but it will work in a pinch. My first shampoo is the Remedy shampoo. And in the Remedy shampoo, it has tea tree, rosemary, bamboo, and aloe extract. That's what makes it feel real tingly and cool and gives the hair an extra clean. I like it. I do include it in my shampoo. It's not necessary, but I love it. It works for me. When I do use it, I always follow up with the Replenish shampoo and conditioner. We do sell those in the 32 ounces because once the family gets involved, it's a wrap. But the Replenish shampoo and conditioner, I always follow that up after I do the Remedy shampoo. And then there's the Reset with argan oil, acai, and aloe extracts. I love this stuff because when I use it, it makes my hair so much easier to detangle. Now you guys know that I am a huge fan of shampooing your hair as often as you need to. People always think my message is shampoo your hair every day. No, I only recommend that you shampoo your hair every day when your hair is short. Now, my hair used to be really short, and I wore my hair like this for many, many, many years. I honestly thought that my hair would not grow. Now, mind you, I started going natural when I was in my early 20s, and I wasn't able to grow my hair out like this until I was like 35. So it took me 15 years to figure out how to grow my hair natural, because I was like you guys, I was confused. I would let my hair grow out, start straightening it, get heat damage. Then it would just always something, and then something just clicked in me. I was like, I'm cutting my hair off for the last time. I want to let it grow. I want to see what happens. And the rest is history. So the same routine that I had when my hair was short is the same routine that I go about. I mean, it changes because my hair constantly changes. The one thing I did different was I constantly got my hair trimmed slightly as it grew out. But that was the one thing that helped it to grow. I think people get their hair a certain length and then they think they got to do something different. But that's when I say shampoo your hair every day when it's short. But then once your hair gets to the length that you want it to be, then you can switch it up. So please guys, stop saying that I want you to wash your hair every day. I don't want you to wash your hair every day, but I do believe that our thought process on shampooing our hair more often is all wrong. I think it's all wrong. If you can shampoo your hair more often, your body will let you know what works for you. Before I start with the glazing serum and I apply that like generously to the tips of my hair. Like I'm going to put it on and like move it through. It doesn't take a lot, but this is what gives the hair the hold that you need, because the mousse is kind of light. So it needs the glaze to give it the firm hold. Now this mousse is a little different than our other mousse. It does react different. So if you're used to the old mousse, it does react different. But this is how I was able to adjust, as I applied the glaze to the very tips and made sure that the glaze was generously like throughout the hair. And then I applied the mousse. Now I do know, now when I'm applying the mousse, it is very generous. Although the glaze, once the glaze is applied, I don't need as much mousse, but I am very generous with the mousse. The mousse does not flake. The more you use, the better. You don't want to overuse it because you will run out of it too fast. But I want you guys to pay close attention to how much mousse I'm using. Most people say, I would never use that much mousse. And the reason why I can use this much mousse is because of the shampooing that I do, and the hair texture can just handle it. It will not build up on my hair, and it will not flake. It will not peel. It actually, to me, acts more like a conditioner than a mousse. It will not dry your hair out. But you also got to remember that the hair has to be ready. If you have any type of chemical in your hair, it can be a little problematic, like color, heat damage, or any type of processing. Now, I do want to show you, like when I wanted to show you my comb. That is how much hair I lose when I comb my hair. And it's because I shampoo my hair a whole lot. And if you want to hear more about the detangling process, I have another video about detangling explained. I'll tell you more about that. But you lose less hair only because you're shampooing your hair more often. And when you shampoo your hair not often enough, you'll see more hair. Okay, now I'm going into the curl process. I want you to see how my hair curls from the root to the tip. I'm not actually curling my hair. I am just defining my hair. See how there is product on every single strand of hair? Like even when I part my hair, you can see the mousse is like all throughout the hair. Like wherever the mousse is not, the hair is going to dry frizzy. So you want to make sure that the hair is generously applied. And you see, I'm not like creating the curl. I shampoo my hair so much, my hair is trained. The curl is from the root to the tip. So when you shampoo your hair, you will see where the curl begins and when the curl gets funky. Wherever the curl is like straight and it doesn't curl all completely to the end, those are the two textures. Either you're going to let it grow out, you're going to get it slowly trimmed off, or you're going to cut it down to a big chop. Regardless, everybody needs to know where the good hair is, and it's usually at the root. You're going to get good hair when you start shampooing your hair more often. The other way you can get the good hair is by trimming, because if you're not trimming your hair, the new hair that's coming in at the scalp cannot come through. So if you're not trimming your hair, it's just going to stay put. We grow a whole new head of hair every year. Every year you get a whole new head of hair, but that's if you're trimming, because you would have to let go of the old hair to make room for the new hair. If you're not making room for the new hair, then your hair is going to stay the same forever and ever and ever. Does that make sense? So there's two things you're doing. You're changing your routine. You're shampooing more often. You are trimming, not just trimming, but shaping. This does not work with just you cutting off your ends. You can't just cut your ends. You do have to find a stylist that you trust that can slowly trim off the old ends and give yourself some time, up to 6 months to a year. Slowly trim off the old hair so that you can get to the new hair. By you shampooing your hair more often, you'll know what hair you are after. If you don't see new hair coming in, just wait and continue with the process. Now you can see why you have to shampoo your hair more often, because all you're doing is just defining what your curls naturally do. Now you can see why creams and oils don't work, because I'm roller setting my hair without a roller. I'm setting my own hair. If you use oils or creams in this process, that's why it looks, have you ever done your hair and it looks real pretty when it's wet, but then when it's dry, it's not quite the same? That's because you used a oil or a cream. Oils and creams don't set the hair. The glaze and the mousse that I'm using is going to literally set my hair in as if I used a roller. So there's a whole lot of little things that you got to understand, and understand why. This is why I'm creating these videos and this course, so that you will get it. And that's why I say you can shampoo your hair every day. Now, when I do my own hair, it only takes me 5 minutes. It takes me 5 minutes to like shampoo set. This doesn't take that long. It's easier for me to redo my hair than it is for me to try to make it look right. Although, as you saw in the pictures earlier, like how my hair looked like the day before or day after, I can transfer those into other styles. Now here I'm just showing you the thickness of my hair, how the thickness of the root is thick all the way through the end. The texture is consistent all the way to the end. So when you shampoo your hair, I want you to take a look at your texture. It should be consistent all the way through. If it's not, then you have to go through the process that I'm explaining to you. And you have to be consistent. I have other videos how I can talk about getting your hair to a wash and go when wearing protective styles or what have you. But now I hope this explains it partially, because it's really just understanding your own hair and how your hair works. Now, it takes my hair about 15 minutes for the mousse to totally absorb. In the summertime, it's great. In the winter time, I might have to sit in the dryer for a little while. But it takes about 15 minutes for my hair to absorb, and then it takes about an hour to dry. Now, the least amount of time that it takes me to do my hair, like when I take my time, it lasts longer. If I rush, it goes quicker. Okay, so here I am, 10 hours later, and these are the curls. This is how they dry. They don't dry frizzy. They don't dry, I just like it. I just like it. All right, so this is the end of my do your wash and go. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel so that you can learn more about our products, our course, and how to have a happy hair life. Bye now.